Hello students, this is Anjali Diwarkar. I'm going to teach you engineering mechanics. In that I'm going to cover equilibrium. Okay, we are going to deal with the compound beam. Actually, simple beam is very much known to you. If it is supported only on two supports, then it is a simple beam. If more than two supports are used, then it is being called as a compound beam. Or more than two joints are there, then it is a compound. Okay. When two or more rigid bodies are connected to each other, they form a system of connected bodies. Then individual bodies can also be isolated from the internal connections and conditions of equilibrium can be applied to them. Okay. If there are more than three unknowns in the system, then we cannot solve it by using only conditions of equilibrium. Number of unknowns are more than number of equations. Therefore, we isolate bodies at a connection and solve it. Why? Because we do have only three equations of equilibrium. Okay, summation fx equal to 0, summation fy equal to 0, summation moment equal to 0. I generally used to say these are the weapons we use to solve for equilibrium. Okay, if there are more than three arms, we do have three weapons only, and there are unknowns more than three, then we cannot solve it mathematically. For that reason, what we used to do, we used to separate them, and then we used to apply conditions of equilibrium on them, and we used to solve. Okay. Generally, as an internal connection, hinge support is given. Support may be roller type, okay, or roller type, rope type. Then sense of components of reaction are assumed as any point one portion of the system initially, and opposite sense is assumed on another portion. Okay, look at the this bar. See, in this the portion, what I have assumed, RC is going down, and the same whenever I am considering CV portion, RCV is considered as upward. Here it is going downward, it is here going upward. Getting me? For that reason, it is being here mentioned over here. Sense of component of a reaction are assumed on any one portion of the system initially, and opposite sense is assumed on another portion. So that if I add them, what will happen? They will nullify each other. Okay. Here I can see one A joint is there, B joint is there, and C joint is also there. It is very much known to us that whenever hinge support is there, there will be two unknowns. Whenever roller support is there, there will be one unknown. Again, internal hinge is there, so two unknowns are there. 2 plus 2, 4 plus 5. 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 unknowns are there, and number of equations are 3 only. For that reason, we need to separate these two portions and then apply conditions of equilibrium on this part, and again apply condition of equilibrium on this part, and we can solve. Okay. Then apply conditions of equilibrium COE on each portion and solve for unknown. Okay. What is our job? They'll ask us to find out the reaction at a reaction at B, or maybe they'll give us these reactions in terms in any term, and they can ask you to find out this value of this support or value of this support. Getting it? We'll consider this figure also. See, we can see one inclined surface is there, one fixed support is also there, or one wall is there. Okay, to that these are boxes are being connected. What is our job? We are supposed to find out the first of all FBD, then the tensions in these strings. Okay, here I have told you so many times, if surface is inclined by 30 degrees, the reaction from the this surface or perpendicular to this surface will be inclined to the horizontal by 90 minus this theta. Okay, it is having inclination as a 90 degree with this surface, but to the horizontal it will be 60 degree. Why? Because it is 30. 90 minus 30 will give me 60 degree. Weight will always act downward. If it is resting simply on a ground, then also it will be vertically downward. If it is inclined, then also it will be vertically downward, as I have mentioned over here, WA. So its inclination with the horizontal will be 60 degree, as I have told you here also the same concept will be there. Then it will be inclined with your vertical will be by 30 degree. See, we'll consider block B. One row string is going in this direction, another string is going on in that direction. Whenever tension is there, we are supposed to mark like this, means tension is away from your boxes. Okay, weight will act downward. RB will be perpendicular to your plane, that is inclined by 60 degree with horizontal. Why? Because your surface is inclined by 30 degree with horizontal. Okay. How we are going to solve this kind of problems then? There are three steps. Isolate portion from the internal hinge or any given support. Mark reactions on support at internal support. Be careful about the directions of reaction component. See here, this was the internal portion. Be careful about these directions. Okay. Apply conditions of equilibrium on each portion of a given system and solve for number of unknowns. Okay. We'll solve one problem. Find reactions at a fixed support A and roller support C. See, this is a fixed support and this is a roller support. For compound beam ABC with the internal hinge at B, here internal hinge is there, means what, you can have this portion separate, this portion separate, okay, at B as shown in figure. What they asked us, to find out the reactions at fixed support A and roller support at C. Here they want reaction and again here they want reaction. Okay, first job is to find out FBD or draw FBD, separate at joint or internal hinge, and apply conditions of equilibrium on separate beam. Okay, see, this is the portion, first portion. Fixed support is there, so three components will be there: one moment, two reactions. One is horizontal, another one is a vertical. Okay. Why? Because whenever fixed support is there, it is having three restrictions. It can't move horizontally, it can't move vertically. Again, it is not allowing us to have moment also. Sorry. We'll continue with this external loading, whatever given to us. One force will come down and another force will go up. Okay. This simply triangular loading is with us. RC will be there. Okay. We'll draw separate reactions, separate portions. Okay. This is one beam and this is another part. Okay. So we'll carry this support reactions over here. RBV and RBH. See, here our internal hinge is there, so RBH horizontal reaction will be also there. If I am giving direction leftward to this portion, then I have to consider RBH going rightward to this portion. Okay. Then triangular loading is there. It is very much known to you. Whenever triangular load is given to me, it's a component or it's an equivalent load will act at its CG. Triangle CG will be 1/3 from this point and 2/3 from this point. Okay, it will act vertically downward. And point load, value of point load will be area of this triangle. 1/2, height is 24 and base is 8. For that reason, I have written equivalent load over here. Okay. Once we know the reactions, once we know the FBDs, we are supposed to find out, apply the conditions of equilibrium, and then we can solve. Okay. Then consider portion part BC. Why? See, look at this AB portion. Number of unknowns will be 3 plus 2. Okay, 5. So we'll consider this portion only. Only number of 3 unknowns will be there. Summation of x equal to 0. See, look at the drawing. There is no horizontal force in this direction on this beam. For that reason, RBH will become directly 0. As no load, no reaction will be there. Sorry. Then summation of Fy equal to 0. RB plus RC is RC. They are going up and vertical load is going down. For that reason, minus 1.2, 1/2, 24 into 8. Do remember, we are considering only load. We are not taking any moment. So value of force will be 1/2, 24 into 8. We'll solve this, we'll have this equation, then we'll take a moment about B. Look at this joint. At B, we are taking moment. See, for simplicity, I have taken moment about B. You can take moment about C also. See, if I'm taking moment about B, these two forces will not cause any moment. Okay. Then, even if I take a moment at C, this RBH will not cause any moment. Huh? Then at B, we are going to take a moment. This load is causing moment about this point. Distance will be 8.8/3. What I have told you so many times, if force is vertical, distance will be horizontal. 1/2, 24 into 8 into 8/3 will be the moment. How it is revolving about B? Clockwise. Okay. Then 96 will be the value of that force into 8/3 minus RC into 8 is equal to 0. From this, I'll find out the value of RC. Okay. Then we'll put that value, RC's value of 32 in this equation. We can happily find out the RBV value. Okay. Once we know this value, we'll go for another portion. Okay. Now RBV and RBH values are known to us. Now these two values are known to us. Only 3 unknowns are there. Now I can apply summation fx, summation fy, and summation moment on this portion, and we can happily find out the remaining unknown as I did here over here. Look at the diagram. These three are unknown only. RBH value is 0, RBV it was 64. Then summation fx equal to 0, summation RAH, as there is no horizontal force, BH was 0, so RAH will also get nullified, 0. Summation FY, RAV upward, minus 20, minus 64. Okay, so RAV value directly is known to me. Now we'll take a moment about A. What will happen? This RAH and RAV will not cause any moment, but please remember, this is a moment, so it will be there on the point. If it is here, then also it will have same effect. If it is here, then also it will be having same effect. Okay, so minus ma. Why? Because it is revolving anti-clockwise. Minus ma plus 20 into 1.5 and 64 into 3 is equal to 0. If we solve it, it will give us a value of 222 kilonewton meter. Okay, and I have marked purposefully anti-clockwise direction. So these are the unknowns. Okay, that's it from my side.